This was like a champion vintage find. I think I got it on eBay for like $15 and I love it so much. Look at all this design on the back. Oh my gosh. I am living for it. I have been kind of feeling panicky for the past couple of nights and Dogman just keeps turning on classic X-Files for me. Don't get me wrong, the new seasons are good. Thank you so much. But nothing is like a good old season 1 through 3 of the X-Files. And it's been calming me down. The X-Files is my zen. But hey everybody, it's Bunny, and today is going to be a video that I talked about doing 500 times, and most of you guys have probably even forgotten that I said I was going to do it, and I actually already filmed it once, but I've been too scared to put it up. But I just met a new friend in my life who was encouraging me to step out of the box and share more things and to not be so crazy hard on myself. I don't know what is the right verbiage to use, but to just be more open and less afraid. And this is going to be so much more than a handbag unboxing. So today we are going to be unboxing a handbag, which I don't know. The time I filmed it before, which I'll have to use some clips from there because I have already unboxed it and I've been carrying it for a couple of weeks now. So I'll have to like splice that footage in. Anyway, bear with me. I'm learning. It's a whole new me. It's so much more than a handbag, and I just wanted to come and hang out with you guys and talk to you guys. Let's start having more real talks. I don't want to be so afraid to share like my complete life with you guys, and I never want to come off as like snobby or entitled. I don't know, and some people are gonna think that, and I just need to like get over it and not keep like watering down my personality so much because I'm scared to share so many things with you guys. I feel like I had so much more fun when I was just telling you guys about everything, and you know, whatever. People are gonna say what they're gonna say, right? You can't control what other people think about you. I don't know when I turned and like started caring about like what other people would say or what other people would think, because that's so against my personality. It's so against the essence of who I am. And I feel like I have driven myself crazy like in the past year and a half, becoming so obsessed with things like that. And now I'm just kind of like, it doesn't matter. I would hate to lose anybody along the way. Like I would hate to like lose subscribers. Obviously, like nobody wants to do that. But it's more important that I just be real with you guys and share things with you guys. Everything that I have, everything that is good in my life, I feel like I thank you guys because it is literally only because of you. The only reason why I have any of these experiences or these abilities to do these things. So why do I not share it with you guys? I don't know. And I try, I don't know. I try. I need a sippy. I want to explain myself, and then sometimes I just end up saying I try. And I just, I don't know. I feel like, once again, hopefully this hits home with some of you guys, because I just know that I'm not alone in these feelings. Like I know so many of you guys must feel the same way, where you almost develop like a work personality or a school personality where you just kind of like water yourself down, or you don't want to like upset people, and it's almost like wearing a mask, and you might be still like 70% yourself or 80% yourself, but why not be 100% yourself? And that's what I'm saying. It's so easy, I feel like, to just lose your way, but you can always get back to it. So that is one of the things I'm trying to focus on the most this year, no matter what videos I'm filming or what I end up doing. I just really want to be true to myself and show you guys like my real personality and not be like so concerned about the negative Bettys that are gonna be not about it. Their opinions don't matter. You know, like not everybody is gonna agree with you. Not everyone's gonna love whatever you do all the time. And that's okay. I say all the time, as long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, do whatever you want, be whatever you want. And some people may not go your way, and that's fine. But you will find plenty of friends and plenty of people in this world that love you for exactly who you are. So don't let it go. mon amis. But today, we're going to be looking at probably the fanciest handbag I've ever bought in my life. But, oh my gosh, I have to go get the magazine because this is like, oh, this is like such an experience. Okay, let me go get it. Let me go get it and I'll come back. To get the thing that started it all. This magazine, my parents got me for Christmas, just this past Christmas. I had never seen this magazine before in my life. They found it at Barnes & Noble. It's called Vogue Collections and it comes from Paris, and I think it comes out 2 times a year where they show you like spring, summer, and winter, fall. It has just, it's almost like presented in catalog format at the back, which is what I love the most. Oh my gosh, I flipped to the page. Magical. Well, it was like my second or third flip, but for some reason it was a magical moment to me, so let's celebrate it. Magical moment. At the back it has all of these different couture brands, and it shows you like the handbags, the shoes, the sunglasses, like all of the accessory stuff. And this was my favorite thing that I got for Christmas this past year, because something that I feel like you guys may not know about me, especially if you just subscribed within the past year and a half, because I've been such a mess. Bless. I have always been so inspired by fashion, and especially like runway fashion and just honestly magazines, but more the way magazines used to be. Like, I don't like the articles. Like, basically if you could just sell me a bunch of ads, I would be so happy. I would buy it. Or like the editorial shoots where they just like do crazy makeup, crazy hair, like just like stuff you don't see every day on the street. And I used to be such a magazine hound, and I misbehaved so much. Rest in peace. That was my favorite magazine that ever came out. It was around in the early 2000s. I think it started in like 04 or something, but it was so great because it was just like not your average magazine. But unfortunately, like when we had an extreme, like basically like the Great Depression financial crisis, like I don't know how many years ago, so many of those publications just quit and went out of business because they couldn't cut it. So anyway, I feel like over the years, I've lost touch with this side of myself where I would just get inspired by these kinds of magazines to even like go to the thrift store and like think about how I could make different clothes and different outfits. And I don't know why I love stuff like this, but I do, and it just inspires my soul. And when my parents got me this magazine, I realized it has been, I don't even know, like probably 2 years I've gone without like flipping through so much as like a Vogue magazine. And so just getting this, like, really, like, you guys know I've been in a bad place. I'm trying to almost like reconnect with myself and remember everything that I love, that I'm passionate about. And I feel like I have always loved, like, oh my gosh, I grew up just like living for Alexander McQueen. I would tear the pages out of Vogue with all of his dresses and like staple them to my wall. Before I started YouTube, like I thought I was going to do clothing design, because that's what I was doing, like basically all through college up until like I broke my right hand. I really couldn't do it anymore, but I did it all through high school. I did all the costuming, I did fashion, I did clothes. I would like make my own clothes, and I don't know, just like get inspired, you know? Like sometimes I get inspired by like the most random weird stuff that seemingly has no connection to anything. Like all of these uncommon objects around me, like just the different textures and the look of them. Anyway, I digress. You guys know how I love to be chatty Cathy. I grew up like literally never thinking I was ever going to possibly be able to afford a piece of couture. So I don't want you guys to think that I think that some people think that I like grew up like so rich, like da 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 da. Like no, that is not that is not the way. Being able to even get the couple of pieces I have has just been like such a dream come true. So I don't know, don't think I'm like being like, oh, if you don't have a designer bag, do not talk to me. I could have gotten this from the thrift store, you know, and loved it just as much. It's just this piece really spoke to me. It made me feel so happy. It made me feel inspired. And I saw it in this, I almost call it a catalog, but it's kind of like a catalog, right? So I got this for Christmas. I was looking at everything and I was thinking to myself like, ooh, I'm gonna get like one thing out of here that I really love the most. And the thing that I loved the most was this Dior bag. And so I found it. Now I can't find it again. I found it And I actually have a friend who works at Dior. I called him up and I was like, can I get this? How do I get this? Do you have this? What's going on? Because I got it in December, right? So it's spring, summer. So I had to wait for a hot minute for it to come out. So I had to pre-order this like 5 months in advance, and I don't even think they made very many of them. Here it is. Here, I don't know when I'm gonna like plug in the footage of me actually taking it out of the box. It was such a deluxe experience. They sent us home with 2 tiny little bottles of champagne, which are still in the fridge because I don't drink. I don't know who I'm gonna give those to, but somebody is gonna enjoy it. 2 luxurious bottles of Dior champagne. They wrapped everything up. It was so pretty. This is what it is. Here is my buddy. I love this checkered print. I am living for it. All the hardware was silver. It's so perfect for my life. I feel like a lot of times you will see gold hardware. I'm not as crazy about gold. And I just absolutely love this strap. It almost looks like a guitar strap to me because it's like thick canvasy and it's different on either side. So this side, it matches pretty much the purse exactly, and it says Christian Dior, but you can't really tell that much because it's covered by checker print. And then on this side, which I feel like is kind of the side that it always flips to, is just like a thick band that says Christian Dior. I don't even know what it's called. It's full of my junk and my trash and my debris. It's surprisingly heavy for a handbag, but I'm loving it. I don't know. When I saw this piece, I just felt like it would be the perfect Kickstarter of inspiration to give me the confidence. And I know this is going to sound maybe like so crazy to some of you guys, but I feel like over the past year, I'm not sure if it's just from depression or just kind of, I don't know. I need to kind of like deep dive into myself and explore the reasons why, but I just have not felt confident lately to even like dress cute or do cute outfits. Like, I've basically just been throwing on a baggy t-shirt and Sophie shorts every single day for the past year and a half. And you guys know, who have been here for a long time, that's not me. Like, I love fashion. I really do. I used to always like lay out all these cute outfits, and like even if I was just going and running errands or whatever, like I would still like get dressed in a really cute little outfit because I love that. I love fashion. I love picking out clothes and accessories and all of that kind of stuff. And I feel like I just needed something to inspire me and make me feel so excited to at least like springboard into it, you know? And I feel like these kinds of changes don't happen overnight, but I'm in such a better mental place now that I feel like I want to do it again, you know, and I'm doing it slowly. And I feel like that's just kind of like a good thing to always remember, is like, the first thing you have to do is kind of like realize like that you want to make a change about yourself, and then just like slowly get into it. And like I was saying, like I feel like in my tattoo vlog, all of these realizations, you don't have to change overnight, and don't beat yourself up, because like look at me today. Here I am in my vintage t-shirt, which I do still really love. Like I'm not gonna lie, I probably will still dress like this a lot, especially when I'm just like filming these like kind of casual videos. I'm putting it into practice. Like I'm starting to get dressed up more often. I'm starting to do my makeup more often, and it's just made me feel so much better. And I guess like that's the message that I'm trying to tell you guys, is like, don't feel like it has to be Dior or like Louis Vuitton or Prada or like some kind of like fancy name brand thing, because I have so many pieces in my closet that inspire me that literally I paid a nickel for, and it has the same effect. And so I just kind of wanted to maybe, like, I don't know, I feel like I have been trying really hard to do a lot of self-searching and inner diving. And like I have always said, if I can just share these things, they're not profound thoughts, you know, but maybe it can help somebody out there like me just sharing what my journey has been like recently. And maybe some of these things I'm saying will hit home for you guys and kind of maybe help you to get out of a slump that you might be dealing with. Think about something, like if it's not even fashion, like maybe it could be like, I know I've had in the past, like where I get so excited to use like new gel pens or something. So like, don't think it has to be like $1,000 handbag or something, which I don't even want to like get into prices. I just feel like anything I have, like you guys can have. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, literally something at some point, like you will find your purpose, you'll find what you were meant to do, and it will click with you. Success is attainable for absolutely everyone. I believe that in the bottom of my heart. We all have something special inside of us, a special skill, a special purpose, something that we are really good at. And I feel like if you don't feel like you're in that position now, like if you don't feel like you're in your final form, let's just say in a humorous way, you'll get there. So just don't feel discouraged. Like if you want designer stuff, like I have full faith you will be able to get it. It's not about the price to me. It's not about like flaunting expensive stuff in you guys' faces. And that's what I always, like I know I've said before on YouTube, like I'm not here to flex, like I'm not here to like show off in you guys' face. It's like I want to share more things like this with you guys because I feel like it has like such a different meaning to me instead of just like it's name brand designer brand. And like there's nothing wrong with that because I know a lot of people on YouTube do like this haul or that haul, and don't get me wrong, I love watching them. I love it. A lot of times these things have a different meaning to me than just like an expensive price tag or showing off or whatever. Like I don't feel like people would necessarily even know what this is like from the other way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And does it matter? Does it matter? No. I never kind of understand like why people get like angry about things like that. There's just some parts of the world and some parts of the internet that I don't think I'll ever understand. I would like to be able to do videos like this and do more fashion-based videos and share like some designer stuff with you guys and more like what they mean to me, but not to be like flexing. Is there a happy medium between those 2 points? It has kind of like gotten exhausting, like just trying to be like, oh, don't show this, but show that, but don't show this, but show that, but show that, and not this. And you know, it's kind of just like, and I feel like I've wanted to get into like daily vlogging, and I don't know when and if I'll ever be able to do that because I feel like I start off strong and then I mess up like halfway through the week and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have no conclusion to this now. But I feel like that's been one of the biggest things that holds me back from doing something like that is literally, I feel like I'm always tiptoeing between like, show it, don't show it, show it, don't show it. And all it's giving you guys is like this watered down, kind of essence of myself. Do you know? And I would just rather be myself with you guys. I love you guys so much, and like I always say, and I hope you guys do feel like I adequately give back and stuff, like I try and do like lots of giveaways, and I'm always trying to think of new and different ways that I can give back to you guys because you guys have given me so much, and it is literally because of you. Like any cool brand thing I've ever gotten to do, anything on this channel I've ever gotten to do, any opportunity I have ever gotten in my life is just because of you guys and because of your support. And beyond anything like that, it's just the emotional support and the love that I get from you guys means more to me in this life than anything. And I don't even think that I have words to express that feeling. And even right now, I feel like it's because of you guys I want to get better. I mean, I want to get better for myself so I live a more fulfilled life and for those who are intimately around me. But ultimately, it's the drive that I have because I love you guys so much, and I just want you guys to know, once again, you're not alone, and I want to be able to show you guys that you can get through some of the darkest, most terrible parts of your life, and you can come out on the other side completely okay and unscathed. Maybe with like a couple battle scars, but relatively unscathed. And I guess what I'm trying to say is you can come out on the other side wiser and more richer, full of knowledge. What is that little phrase that you see on like inspirational Facebook block text messages where it's like, you can't see the stars without the darkness? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of like Hot Topic t-shirt slogan. In a lot of ways, it's true. Now I'm rediscovering myself and I'm rediscovering the essence, and you can only come to a deeper understanding from losing it, I guess you can say. I don't know, you guys. Now I'm just rambling, but I hope you guys enjoyed the most random handbag unboxing video in the world. I feel like this was not informative at all about anything about this bag, the height, weight, dimensions, or anything else. But I love it. And I feel like it's just not about any of that stuff to me. So that's why it's just like not necessarily important in my mind. I mean, it's not that deep, you know, you guys can tell it's a freaking handbag. It's an awesome, square, cute little handbag. But for me, it's much more the feeling that it gives me than like, the strap is 2.5 inches wide. It is 15 inches long. Like, I'm sure there's a million people on YouTube. I don't even know, like, do other people do handbag unboxings? And how did those videos go? Probably nothing like this, but I had fun today. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and thank y'all so much for being here and for hanging out and for watching. Don't forget, interact with somebody in the comments down below. Let's really rekindle the Swamp Family friendship. Tell me what's going on in your day. Tell somebody else what's going on in your day. I hope that y'all are all having an amazing day. I love you so much, and if you're not having an amazing day, tomorrow is gonna be better. You just always have to hang in there for the next day, because the next day is coming, and if today wasn't good, it's okay. You have a whole clean slate. You can start over again tomorrow, and the next day is gonna be even better. But I love you. Thank you for being here. If you're not already and you'd like to, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl. You guys, I so want to make a new outro, but I can't think of how to say it. And I feel like it's almost like the classic thing that we do here. But I also don't like Facebook, so I shouldn't say that. I've actually like been more on Facebook like in this past month than I have in like the past year and a half. These lights are giving me a headache. How do I not film with these anymore? It's so bright. Have you guys ever watched Joe versus the Volcano? Okay, that's your homework. If you've never watched Joe versus the Volcano, I hope you can find it somewhere on the internet. It's almost like Tom Hanks doesn't want his funny life to exist. Do you ever get the feeling that some celebrities are so strong that they're just like, my life's erased until the point that I want you to see it? Because Tom Hanks in the early days to me was a king. Don't get me wrong, he's a good actor now, but The Burbs, Joe versus the freaking Volcano, big, oh my god, that's what he should win the Academy Award for. Okay, not whatever he won it for, which I'm sure was like some kind of like movie about a president or something. But anyway, if you haven't watched Joe versus the Volcano, watch it, because I identify with that so much. But there's a scene in the movie where he was talking about fluorescent lights, and he's like, these lights, they're sucking my eyes, and then he goes, suck, suck, suck. It's funny. It's funny. Okay, I'm not Tom Hanks. I can't reenact it for you, but you gotta watch it. Maybe it's right here on YouTube, the magic of YouTube. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I keep rambling. See, I love this. I love talking to you guys so much. I'm back at it again, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.